Okay, so we're on a roof in Bowie, Maryland, and the first thing we're noticing is that it's a 3-tab Tamco shingle, and the pitch is it's almost 7 and 12. It's walkable. It's a little steep for walkable, but it's still walkable. And we come to the back and we're noticing, first of all, there's a lot of missing shingles, which is not surprising. We're also noticing that the ridge vents are kind of bent up, kind of a little bad. No nails were ever sealed on this. Pipe collars are bad. They're all cracking. There's two 1.5. There's one that's 3.5, maybe 4 right there. Okay, that needs a little work right there. We're just seeing a lot of stress from age, like that right there. That could be leaking behind the fascia board. Gutters need to be tapped back in. There's one of the pieces of shingles that came off in that gutter. Now we're going to go to the other side. Okay, we're looking down on the lower level, and we can see that the shingles going into the gutter are starting to break off, and they're due for replacement. Just taking a look at the chimney flashing. It's worn out. It's hard to tell if it's leaking or not. It's been caulked a couple times. Chimney cap is in fairly good shape. I think that's acceptable. And then just looking up at this area here. Hope you can hear the train in the background. Okay, ridge vent there. That area of the roof is not in horrible shape. Now we're going to go down and look at the front. Okay, looking down on the front, on this little gable here. These shingles are worn out. Looks like some foot traffic. All the edges are cracking going into the gutter. That area right there needs some attention. That's a direct leak. Some attempt has been made to caulk that. And we've got some algae down there, and we've got some staining. And we're going to go down and look at the porch. Okay, coming down on the porch we have this piece of flashing. I've seen this in this area. One certain builder put EPDM rubber down as the membrane when it should have been aluminum flashing. That's a little cheaper way to do it. You can see that's in pretty bad shape. Just typical, normal roof wear, nearing the end of its life. Ridge vent up there is bad, mostly from people stepping on it. We've already noted that area. I've noticed one section down on the garage we're going to go look at. There's some plywood damage. We're going to take a quick look. Okay, this is the area right over top of the garage now. It looks like they put the EPDM rubber under the shingle here, and that's created a problem right there. And you can see the bare wood. You can see that the wood is OSB board. It's not the plywood. Pretty sensitive to moisture. That piece right there will need to be replaced. Just of note, looking up these rake boards here, the aluminum was face nailed, which gives that ripple effect going down there. It also allows water to come in behind it during a driving rain. I would suggest putting drip edge up there. We do anyway. We do that with a new roof. It's a good time to do that. We'll go look at the top. The top is the same situation. And that would get nice overlapping drip edge, which would help straighten that out a little bit and certainly hold the water from going behind and hitting the fascia board. Okay, we're going to look at the edge under the gutter now. Okay, and what we're finding under the gutter is unusual. There's a piece of aluminum under there. It's not overlapping and dripping into the gutter, but that's kind of a good thing that it's even there. We don't see that too often on mass-produced houses, so that's a good thing. if we put a new roof on though, we'll replace it with our brand new system. And it's a system that'll be tied to the ice and water shield system, which would be either Weather Watch or Winter Guard. Both have sticky backs that adhere to the aluminum and form a permanent barrier against any type of water, whether it be ice dams freezing and going back up under the shingle or just wind-driven rain. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll put this together and put together a workup and a proposal.